Welcome back, friends. There's a new movie streaming now on Netflix, and it is so good. It's based off the popular romance novel by author Emily Henry. It's titled People We Meet on Vacation. Part of the movie was filmed right here in New Orleans, and I sat down with two of the leads to find out what it was like being here and so much more. Check it out.
How about this? Every summer, wherever we are, whatever we're doing, whoever we're with, we meet somewhere in the world for a trip.
The deal has been made, and you can see it play out on screen. People We Meet on Vacation is now streaming on Netflix, and it's all based on the 2021 novel by best-selling author Emily Henry. What was her involvement? What advice did she give you all when she was able to make it to set to make sure that the emotional side of these characters that the readers fell in love with also communicated on screen?
She was pretty hands-off, to be fair, wasn't she? I mean, she, if anything, was just like really supportive. Rather than giving notes or kind of trying to steer us any which way, she let us kind of interpret the characters.
To be fair, I think the best advice she gave was that support. She sort of told us, you guys are it makes sense, trust it, go. And I think knowing that, I don't know, there's still so much confidence in you because there's like a pressure. This is her baby, her brainchild, you know? Literally, she created these characters in her mind.
The story follows two best friends who agree to take a summer vacation together every year. Emily Bader, who plays Poppy, says she wanted to read the book first to find the essential parts of her character. She didn't want to leave anything out in the film adaptation.
I think something that I noticed about Poppy is that and it's, I think, deep with like sort of her conflict in the film is that she's unable to not be who she really is. She's very authentic, and it's not something that she can really hide from. She's sort of this Energizer bunny, you know, very enigmatic and larger than life. And I think that's also where her insecurities stem from. And I think that being the heart of it is what I really wanted to bring, because then even if you aren't someone who is maybe like her in your personality, I think she was very, very big. I think still that sort of inability to change who you are and that fear of that is like the heart of what makes her relatable to audiences.
For Tom Blythe, who plays Alex, he wanted to play a role that his mom and sister would love to watch. He says his last few roles were very heavy, and he felt like doing something fun and light. He also loved playing someone unlike him in real life.
He's quite regimented and like, you know.
Type A.
He's very type A, and I'm probably not so much type A. So that's kind of fun too, to play someone who's different from you.
Hi.
Alex, I was not expecting to see you. Yet.
Yeah, I just landed.
In the film, you see Poppy and Alex travel all over the world. The film was shot in 2024. They went to Croatia, Canada, and more. But a trip that stood out to them was their one here in New Orleans.
It's the architecture, the food, the people. I mean, the sort of southern hospitality that I find so charming, and I don't know, makes you happy being here. And also we were here during like Halloween, so this city feels like it really thrives in October. And the place that I was staying was actually directly across from a huge cemetery with the, you know, very iconic mausoleums, right? Which I'd never seen before. It was very spooky at night when I was walking back to my car, and I loved it.
There are two themes that stood out to me in this movie. One is the age-old question, do opposites really attract?
Every person has something that they probably could use help moving more towards the middle on. You know, whether that's you're hyper organized and maybe that gets in the way of some things, or you're the opposite and you need a little bit of someone to like give you structure in your life. And I think you need someone who's going to push you in the right directions, and I think it has to be mutual.
And the other one is a challenge both characters have to figure out throughout the film. Is love enough when it comes to a relationship? I'll have you answer that.
No.
Tell me why.
I think I used to think it was, but now I, in my hopefully adult wisdom, have realized that you have to put the work in.
If Emily wrote a sequel to this book, where would you like to see Poppy and Alex go?
You know, I've never thought about that actually. It always just felt like happily ever after to me, but I think, you know, if she were ever to go back into it, I would like to see what the people that they really turn into. I think that life is just beginning at the end of this movie for the two of them. I think Poppy's finally figuring out how to accept herself with the help of, you know, Alex's love. So I'd like to see them thriving, and I'm sure there'd be a lot of bickering and arguments, but I think that they're gonna have a wonderful life together. And I don't know, Emily Henry has to, you know, tell me what she thinks.
Two amazing people, and you can watch People We Meet on Vacation right now on Netflix. All right, stick with us, everybody. We'll be right back.